I'm Tarot Oracle, and this is my video review of the Victorian Romantic Tarot version 2. Version 1 sold out. This is version 2. It's from Baba Studio. Here's what the box looks like. It's a nice sturdy box, and it contains all your cards and everything else. Wonderful box. Very nice to use and very cool. So as you know, I am a huge Baba Studio fan. I have all the bags. I have all of their tarot cards. I have, I think, almost everything they make. So, be aware of two things when you order from these guys. Number one, if you're in the States, it will take a month, and I repeat, a month to get to you. It probably won't arrive early. I've never had anything arrive early. It will take a solid month to get to you. Number two, when it does arrive, they ship it registered, so you actually have to sign for it. So if you're not home and it gets delivered and they leave a note, you're going to have to go to the post office and actually sign something and show your ID. So you can't send your daughter or your Uncle Bubba or whatever up to the post office to get this for you. They're going to check your ID and they're going to make you sign for it. At least over here they do. So be aware of those two factors before you order. Now, this costs $42.31, which is a steal because that was shipped. That's about the same price as I'm paying for other things like the Thoth Tarot clones and stuff like that. So very much a steal. And they give you a little business, I guess that's a business card type thing. And then in addition to that, I got a Merry Christmas thing, which is kind of cute. So I like it. This is from the Alice Tarot, which they're coming out with soon. So it comes with a little white book. Let's take a look at the book. First off, we have the book is about 30 pages, 31 pages, and in the beginning of the book you have the introduction, again Victorian Romantic Tarot, published obviously in 2012, and here's the introduction, and this is a version 2, learning the tarot, tarot reading, how to begin a reading, tarot spreads. Let me zoom in. Okay, much better. Tarot spreads. So you have two Victorian Romantic spreads. You have this spread looking back. The major arcana starts here. Just the usual little white book descriptions, but it's a larger little white book than what you normally get. Compared to a playing card, it's larger. So again, you go through the majors and you go through the minors. So you have a little paragraph text about the minors when you get to them, and then you have the description of the minors with your key words. So that is the little white book that you get. Now the cards do contain nudity, so be aware if you're allergic to titties, you will sneeze, because there's a few in here. Okay, also the cool thing about this deck is it has, as you can see, a nice golden border to it. Now, there are flaws with mine, very minor, but I'm a Virgo, so put up with me. Focus, focus, focus. Okay, so you'll see the scratches within here. So you have various scratches on the side here, and there was a scratch on the bottom as well somewhere. And in addition to that, you'll notice that there's some ink bleeding here, so you can see on the edge of the card the ink bleeds. So there's that. Minor flaws, but just be aware that some of the decks you get may have minor flaws. So if you're super picky, this is not the type of deck you're going to send back and get it back anytime soon. So be prepared to wait 3 months if you have to send it back. So again, nice borders, nice design deck for 40 bucks. It's a steal. It looks cool. Now, it does have the Baba Studio bend, or the warp as I like to call it. The Baba warp. So all their thinner cards, and I say thinner cards because the Bohemian Gothic does not have this issue. So here's the Bohemian Gothic. It has, I mean, a little warp, not much. Not near the amount of these other cards. Here's a Bohemian Gothic. It has no substantial warping, but this is their cat deck, and this has warping, as you can see from here. So if you straighten it out, it will makes that noise. Little cards make the noise too. when you're down, so it'll pop up a little bit. So the Baba Bend is in the Cats, which is from Amazon, and it's also here as well, so you can see the bend, the curvature of the cards. So if you're really picky about that, you will have an issue too. But here's the back of them, very attractive. Obviously, I love these cards, and here's the type of thing you get, which is just absolutely unparalleled as far as nice looking cards. So it is a romantic Victorian tarot. You do have very cool pictures. I don't know if that's drawn or digitally scanned in, but it just looks amazing. So all sorts of different types of cards and different types of themes and such. It's very cool. Again, it's sold out on their first run fairly quickly, and this will sell out too. So if you want it, it's 42 bucks shipped. It was a steal. Probably should have got 2 or 3 more and resold them on eBay later. But you can see that just the cards are just fantastic. The thickness is good. It's not laminated, it's paper, and the thickness is pretty good. It's a little thicker than a standard playing card. It will last you quite some time. The pictures are vivid and interesting, and overall I love this deck because I like pretty much everything they put out. They have yet to put out a deck that I did not like. So cool themes. They have bags and such with these themes on their site as well if you're interested. So cool deck. Overall I like it. Other than the Baba Bend, I can't find anything wrong with these cards at all. It's beautiful, especially for 40 bucks. I mean, you're getting such a high quality deck, and the edge trimming is nice as well with the golden edges. So let's take a look at the cards.